Hello dear aspirants, and we are ready with the must-read articles list of 8th January 2025, and there are too many articles today important from both prelims and mains point of view. So let me help you run through the quick scan of today's newspaper. There's one article important in front page. The heading is GDP growth projected to fall to 4-year low at 6.4%. So what you are supposed to further research on the about the article is who brings GDP, right? NSO under MOSPI. Then what was the previous year's agriculture, services and manufacturing growth? So agriculture growth was 1.4%, services was 7.8% and manufacturing was 9.9% in 2023-2024. And what is GFCF? Gross fixed capital formation. It is an indicator of fresh investments in the economy. You should know these key terms, who calculates it, who brings it, and the interrelation amongst them, right? So let's move to the next article, directly to the editorial page. So this article talks about the imperiled life of the district journalist in India. Recently, there has been a brutal murder of independent young journalist Mukesh Chandrakar in Chhattisgarh. So this murder brings in the background the corruption issue, right? So why are journalists important? They play a crucial role in watchdogs and in uncovering the abuse of power, inviting the ire of powerful vested interest. Now, who are this powerful vested interest? That is the powerful nexus of contractors, criminals, officers, and politicians at the district and regional level. This was also mentioned in the N.N. Vohra Committee, which was constituted by Union government in 1990s, which asked to re-investigate the criminalization of politics, who remain powerful even now, particularly in resource-rich states like Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand, where mafia around the minerals still exists, right? Let's move to the next page. So this article, more flexibility but also greater challenges, talks about University Grant Commission. The recent guidelines that has been brought about it comes in the syllabus GS paper 2, issues related to development and management of social sector, that is education. So what has happened? The UGC has brought a transformative shift in higher education in India. So very new features that has been added, which this writer has talked about, is accelerated degree program and an extended degree program. So what is accelerated degree program? So some people who want to finish the degree fast and want to join the workforce little early, so they can finish, maybe example, their 4-year degree in 3 years degree, right? So that is the function of accelerated, and extended is just the opposite of it. Students who are more interested in academics, want to spend more time in the research, want to get into the topics, for them it will be an extended degree program, so that they can take research projects, learn new skills, academic skills, personal and professional commitments. Okay, so there are certain challenges about these two initiatives also. For example, if there is an accelerated degree program, maybe the depth and the rigor of the education can be compromised, and if it is extended degree program, so it shouldn't be like people are just wasting time, and they are losing the energy that one was supposed to have in the limited 3-year or 4-year degree, right? So these are some challenges about which it should be addressed with strategic planning, investment, timely recruitment of faculty and staff, and these reforms could lay the foundation of more dynamic education sector, which will lead to good human resource in the country. So next article, this article is not so important, that why people are dropping out of school, because it's talking about the methodology. Too much detail, not required. Let's move to the next article. So why the location of China's earthquake matters? So China has right now, on 7th January, there is an earthquake with magnitude of 7.1, which has struck Tibet in China and Nepal, right? So this comes under GS paper 1, important geophysical phenomena such as earthquakes. It is clearly written, right? So you can read about it in the gist. The quake's main shock may have emerged in the Lhasa terrain. So what is terrain? Terrain is a specific fragment of the crust. Crust is part of the lithosphere, right? The Lhasa terrain includes sites involved in China's construction, which they have recently announced, world's largest hydroelectric power. So China has approved this project, and it will straddle the Yarlung-Tsangpo river, which is Brahmaputra in our country, and it will lead to 300 billion kilowatt-hour per year. Right? So what is the issue around it, right? Why are we so concerned, especially India is concerned? Because the river subsequently, this 𝐿𝙤𝙤'𝙩 river will subsequently flow into Arunachal, Assam, where it will become Brahmaputra. So it can affect the river's perennial status. Also, Himalayan region is considered to be the planet's third pole. Why? Because the amount of water it holds in its rivers, glaciers and lakes, and effects of these natural cycles may have on the millions of people who depend on this water, right? Earthquakes can also shift the course of river, which can lead to destabilized glaciers, lakes, and thereby flooding, right? We do remember a lot of floods happening in the Uttarakhand area also, right? And the third reason is, location is also important here, because what is happening? Himalaya is a very tectonically, it is a very sensitive region. So what is the history? Around 50 million years ago, the Indian plate from downwards, from south, collided with the Eurasian plate in the north, causing rocks to fold, to rise and create the loftiest mountain, which is Himalayas. And Indian plate is pushing at around 60 mm per year, which is leading to a lot of rock formations and deformations, and that is leading to the things like this earthquake. So regarding earthquakes, remember to learn these basic concepts like epicenter, focus, okay? Epicenter is also mentioned here. Learn about all this, okay? Let's move to the next article. Nothing in this page. Okay, now again, this is also important. India, US to jointly manufacture interoperable sonobuoys for Navy. So this comes under GS2 bilateral agreement between India and USA. So what is sonobuoys? These are undersea instruments, are niche equipment effective in detecting submarines lurking deep into the oceans, right? Why they are doing it? Because there is aggressive Chinese naval presence in the Indian Ocean. So sonobuoys for undersea domain awareness. So they are shifting from maritime, after checking maritime domain awareness, they are also concerned with undersea domain awareness, and Ultra Maritime of US and Bharat Dynamics Limited of India are doing it. There are some important things. India and US has strategic technological partnership. US-India initiative on critical and emerging technologies called 𝐼CET was launched in 2022. Okay, remember this 𝐼CET. It's an agreement between India and US. Quad holds Malabar naval exercises, and there are several new equipment that Indian Navy has taken in recent past. Okay, so sonobuoys with India and US. Next article. This is also very important article from prelims and mains point of view. Bharat Pol is a new thing that Home Minister has brought to aid in nabbing fugitive criminals wherever they hide. Home Minister. Now this comes under GS paper 3, challenges to internal security, communication networks. They are trying to build a solid international communication network. So they have inaugurated the Bharat Pol portal to provide police and security agencies in India with a seamless connect to Interpol. What is Interpol? It is International Police Organization, right? So he has said the criminals committing crimes in India who are fleeing outside, so they cannot evade now Indian laws so properly. They'll try to catch them as soon as possible. So CBI has taken the lead in implementing Bharat Pol, and the portal has been developed by CBI. The 5 key modules of Bharat Pol connect Interpol notices, references, broadcast and resources, right? All these are important, modules of Bharat Pol. Okay, let's move to the next article. Again, this article is important. ID tokenization will help minors pass age test under new data rules. So this article comes under GS paper 2, government policies and interventions for development in various sectors. Here it is privacy and data protection of citizens of India. So the child verification system proposed in the draft digital personal data protection rules to ensure that minors do not use any social media accounts or any online services that their age is not allowed to do, right? So for that, this new system they have brought tokenization to identify their age. What is tokenization? It's a process that creates a digital representation of a piece of data without creating a copy that can expose the data completely. So this solution will allow an online site to accept a token of an ID to prove that user is an adult or a young child. So this draft rules require platforms to verify the age of applicants for age restricted services. So with reference to this, you can think about Australia's that they have put a ban on social media for all the children under 16. So it's something like that they are trying to bring, right? So the rules aim to safeguard personal data while driving growth and inclusivity, and it prioritizes India's commitment to citizen-centric governance. Let's move to the next article. So this talks about statutory bodies. Top court slams delay in appointing information commissioners. What are information commissioners? They are members of Central Information Commission, which is a statutory body brought by RTI Act 2005. So Supreme Court has slammed center and states for not appointing information commissioners, which is very important to decide citizens' right under the RTI Act, right? So you should know about this Central Information Commission. It has one Central Information Commissioners and up to 10 information commissioners, right? And the appointment committee which selects these consists of Prime Minister, one leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, and one cabinet minister. You should know these details, okay? And Justice Kant has also said that that the government only hires bureaucracy for these positions, and they should try to hire other people from different walks of life. That will give it more and better working, better functioning, and better point of view. Let's move to the next article. So we have talked about this Pravasi Bharatiya Divas to begin today in Odisha. It comes under the GS paper 2 Indian diaspora syllabus, and so we have talked about it. But I wanted to tell you about the theme. The theme is diaspora's contribution to a Viksit Bharat. Okay, and who is coming? Trinidad and Tobago President Christine Carla Kangalu will be the chief guest of the 18th edition of Pravasi Bharatiya Divas virtually, right? So Pravasi Bharatiya Express, a special tourist train for the Indian diaspora, has been introduced for them, which will depart from Delhi and travel to multiple destinations of tourist and religious importance. Right, that much is enough. Now this is a prelims related information. Pakistan pilgrims arrive at Ajmer Dargah to participate in URS. Now what is URS? URS are annual festival which celebrates the death anniversary of Sufi saint. So in Ajmer, which Sufi saint's tomb is there? It is of Sufi mystic Khwaja Moinuddin Chishti, which Sufism and Bhakti saints are in the art and culture syllabus of UPSC. Let's move to the next article. Very interesting article for governance. Interministerial committee is needed to strengthen AI governance, India AI mission. So till now we have been reading in governance, e-governance, right? Now that has shifted from e-governance to AI governance. So a union government panel was set and they have given certain recommendations like an interministerial committee should be set up to enforce AI rules and ensure effective governance of the country's emerging AI ecosystem. They have also recommended that IT ministry should house a technical secretariat to bring in officers on deputation from other departments that will bring multidisciplinary expertise. And they have also given certain principles for AI governance, which is transparency and accountability, safety, reliability and robustness, privacy, security, fairness and non-discrimination, and human-centered values. These are principles they have underlined under AI governance, and government is trying to aggressively pursue it. Let's go to the next page. Only one article is important, only one line. So AI is being talked about from both government, private and all points of view, in agriculture, everything. So Microsoft has unveiled $3 billion outlay plan for India to boost AI cloud infrastructure. So you can mention it in when, what are the efforts being taken in AI. So government is also taking certain steps. Private parties are also taking certain steps. So under this $3 billion, Microsoft, Satya Nadella is trying to build new data centers across India, enhancing Microsoft's computing capabilities and enabling cutting-edge AI solutions. Right? So just this much point is important. And GitHub Copilot they are trying to create, which helps software developers in making coding in a faster manner and in a more quality manner. Let's move to the next page, last page, which is science page. Science has a very important article related to biotechnology. How curiosity-driven research into a worm won 4 Nobel. So this worm is very interesting. Okay, this worm is called Cynor Hebrideus elegans, C. elegans, has helped people, the scientists won 4 Nobel Prize in past. Recently, in 2024, Victor Ambros and Gary Ruvko has won the 2024 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for discovering microRNAs, right? for their role in controlling gene expression. Now, what is microRNAs? MicroRNAs are molecules that turn off gene expression. This fundamental advance in has led them won the Nobel Prize in 2024 is an example, right? And this about this 𝐶𝐿, there are several concepts that you can learn about it. One is gene silencing. What is gene silencing? A geneticist's dream to control gene expression, which is the ability to turn genes on or off in a controlled manner. Okay, right? And that has also, this gene silencing technology has also helped scientists to win the 2006 Nobel Prize for Medicine. And this 𝐶𝐿, why this 𝐶𝐿 is used? 𝐶𝐿 is used because it has organ systems similar to those found in humans. So that's why they can identify principles of development, right? It has also helped the scientists understand the aging process, understand the, the entire genome, human genome project was also built on it. And green fluorescent protein, that also led to 2008 Nobel Prize. So 𝐶𝐿 is important, gene silencing is important, and microRNA is important here. Okay, so let's move to the last article of the day. It's a very nice article on climate change, the latest science on climate change. Climate change has been coming very frequently. Now there is a photo here which talks about lava erupting over the Mount Etna volcano in Sicily. So please write in the comments, this Mount Etna volcano is because of the subduction of which two plates, right? It is happening because of the collision of which two plates. If you know about it, please mention in the comments. Now let's come to this article. Now we know, yesterday there was an article that record-breaking year for global temperatures was there in 2024, and they are saying that we have already hit 1.5 degrees Celsius of warming above the average pre-industrial temperature, which has brought us at a risk of irreversible and extreme climate change. Okay, the article is very nice. It has talked about how the Atlantic meridional overturning circulation, AMOC, what it used to do? It used to transport warm water from the tropics to the North Atlantic, and was responsible to keep European winters milder. That's why Britain's had lesser winters than Canada, being in the same latitude, right? So research in 2018 showed that AMOC has also become weaker because of climate change. Okay, and forest appears to be struggling. A July 2024 study found that forests overall failed in the year before to absorb as much carbon dioxide from the atmosphere as they used to do in the past, right? Coral bleaching events have been past a point of no return. So much coral bleaching events have happened. Ocean warming is causing storms to intensify faster, cyclones to happen frequently, right? Global warming is also drying a lot of waterways, okay, and sapping moisture from forest. Amazon in 2024 was in the grip of widespread drought, right? River level sank, right? And 10 to 47% of Amazon has faced stress of heat and drought together. So Amazon has passed the tipping point with the jungle no longer able to produce enough moisture to quench its own trees. So scientists fear climate change could even boost volcanic eruptions. So they think volcanic eruptions may also become frequent because of the climate change. So a lot of different events like ocean, coral bleaching event, AMOC, Amazon forest are linked with climate change consequences. So that's it for today. Thank you.